Tonight, somewhere in the world, two people will look at each other and say three words that feel completely modern. I love you. They may say it over dinner, in a text message, at an airport, in a hospital room. They may have known each other for 10 years or 10 days. But the feeling behind those words is far older than language, older than cities, and probably older than our species itself. So when did humans first fall in love? The honest answer is that we do not know. Love leaves no skeleton. It does not fossilize in stone. Archaeologists can find tools, hearths, footprints, and graves. But they cannot excavate the moment one ancient human looked at another and realized, I want you to stay, and yet the story of love is written all over the human body. To find its beginning, we have to forget roses, weddings, poetry, and dating apps. The first love story probably did not begin with a kiss beneath the stars. It may have begun with food. Imagine a small human group tens of thousands of generations ago. Survival is not a private project. A child cannot feed itself. An injured hunter cannot protect himself. A mother carrying an infant cannot gather, travel, defend, and care alone. Every person depends on other people. And human babies are unusually demanding. They are born helpless, grow slowly, and need years of protection before they can survive independently. Raising one requires an enormous investment of time, calories, attention, and patience. For our ancestors, choosing to remain close to one person could have changed the odds of survival. A partner could bring food, watch the child, guard the sleeping place, share warmth, notice illness, defend against rivals, return after danger. None of these actions proves romantic love. Animals cooperate, relatives help one another, people can form practical partnerships without passion. But when the same two individuals repeatedly choose each other, something begins to change. Biologists call it a pair bond, a selective attachment that makes one partner more important than the others. Pair bonds are not simply sex. Many animals mate and separate. A bond means preference, proximity, distress when separated, a tendency to reunite, a willingness to invest in a shared future. Compared with most mammals, stable pair bonds are unusual. In humans, they appear across an enormous range of cultures, even though the rules surrounding marriage, fidelity, and family differ dramatically. This suggests that the desire to form a special bond is ancient, even if every society teaches people to express it differently. But here is the strange part. The brain may have built romantic love from a system that already existed. Long before two adults could become attached to one another, mammal mothers were becoming attached to their young. A baby's survival depended on staying close to a caregiver. The caregiver had to recognize the child, respond to its cries, protect it, and continue caring even when doing so was exhausting. That bond required powerful biological machinery. Reward, attention, memory, anxiety during separation, relief during reunion. One scientific hypothesis is that evolution reused parts of this ancient attachment system, redirecting them toward adult partners. The chemistry that once helped hold mother and infant together may have helped two adults become emotionally inseparable. This does not mean love is just chemicals. Hunger is chemical, but a meal can still carry meaning. Music changes brain chemistry, yet nobody believes a song is meaningless because neurons are involved. Chemistry is not the opposite of love. It is how love becomes physically possible. When people fall intensely in love today, brain systems involved in motivation and reward become highly active. Attention narrows. One person begins to stand out from everyone else. Their face becomes unusually important. Their approval feels valuable. Their absence becomes difficult to ignore. This is why early love can feel less like a calm decision and more like being captured. You replay small conversations. You remember details that would normally seem unimportant. Your body reacts before your logic catches up. Our ancestors did not need a word for this to experience it. They only needed to notice that one person had become different from the rest. Perhaps the first signs were not spoken. A portion of meat placed beside the same person, a place saved near the fire, a hand reaching out during a dangerous crossing, someone staying awake while the other slept, someone leaving with the hunters and returning first to one particular face. We cannot know whether any specific scene happened exactly this way, but love, in its earliest form, was probably visible through behavior long before it could be described through language. And this changes the question. Maybe there was never one day when humans suddenly invented love. Maybe love arrived in pieces. First, the ancient mammalian bond between caregiver and child, then stronger social attachments between companions, then selective partnerships between adults, then shared parenting, then grief when a partner disappeared, then jealousy when a bond was threatened, then memory, imagination, and language transformed attachment into a story. Not simply, this person stays near me, but this person chose me. This person may still be beside me tomorrow. That final step matters, because humans do not only experience relationships in the present, we build narratives around them. We remember the first meeting. We imagine a future home. We make promises about years that have not happened yet. We turn a biological attachment into an identity. We become a pair. And once humans could tell stories, love became larger than the two people experiencing it. It became a subject for songs, myths, warnings, jokes, rivalries, and rules. Communities began deciding which partnerships were permitted. Families negotiated marriages. Societies invented ceremonies. Religions attached sacred meaning to unions. Lovers found ways to resist those systems. The private bond became a public institution, but marriage is not the same thing as love. For much of history, people married for property, alliances, labor, inheritance, or survival. Some loved their partners, some learned to love them, some loved someone else. The existence of marriage cannot tell us when love began, and archaeology has the same limitation. Two people buried together may have been partners, relatives, friends, enemies, or symbolic companions. A shared grave can reveal care and social meaning, but it cannot give us a private emotion with certainty. The first lovers left no diary. There is no cave wall saying, "I missed you while you were gone." So scientists have to work backward from the clues that survived. Our long childhood, our widespread pair bonds, our capacity for attachment, the human need for cooperation, and the brain systems that make one person feel irreplaceable. The result is not a date. It is a range of possibilities. Some researchers argue that romantic love evolved alongside pair bonding because intense attraction helped two people remain focused on each other long enough to raise vulnerable children. Others emphasize cooperative breeding. Children were often supported not only by two parents, but by grandparents, siblings, and the wider group. These ideas do not cancel each other out. Human survival has always required both intimacy and community. A couple alone was rarely enough. A tribe without close bonds was unstable. Love may have helped create dependable partnerships inside a much larger web of care. And it probably came with a cost. The ability to bond creates the ability to lose. Once one person becomes uniquely important, separation becomes painful, rejection hurts, betrayal matters, death leaves an absence that another group member cannot simply fill. The same system that makes reunion feel wonderful makes abandonment feel unbearable. This may be why love appears in human storytelling as both rescue and danger. It can make people more generous, more patient, and more willing to sacrifice. It can also make them jealous, irrational, possessive, and reckless. Evolution did not design love to make us permanently happy. It shaped a system powerful enough to keep us connected. So what did the first human love actually feel like? Probably familiar, not because ancient people lived like us. Their world was more dangerous and their social rules were different. But the nervous system inside them was built from the same deep history. A racing heart when someone approached, relief when they returned safely, attention drawn toward one voice in a crowded group, the desire to touch, the fear of being replaced, the feeling that another person's pain had somehow become your own. They may not have called it love, but they knew what it meant to wait for someone. And here's the part that changes how we see ourselves. Romantic love is often treated as a luxury, something people invented after food, shelter, and safety were already solved. But attachment may have been part of the survival system itself. Love did not appear after humans became human. Love may have helped us become human. It encouraged individuals to remain near one another, share risks, care for children, remember obligations, and build a future that extended beyond the next meal. Over time, humans added words to it, then promises, then songs, then rings, letters, photographs, and messages sent across oceans. But beneath all of that is a much older act. One person turning toward another and deciding not to leave. Tonight, when someone says, "I love you," they are using modern words for an ancient system. A system built from attachment, fear, reward, memory, and hope. We will never know the names of the first two humans who fell in love. They left no monument, no poem, no photograph, but perhaps they left something larger. A pattern of choosing, returning, protecting, and remembering that traveled through thousands of generations until it reached us. Humans may not have fallen in love at one moment in history. We may have learned it slowly, one shared meal, one sleepless night, one safe return at a time. And every time two people choose each other now, that ancient story begins again.